Hey guys, welcome back to the Learn to Be Indie channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a brief introduction to the UI text element in Unity 5 and how you can update this dynamically at runtime. There are lots of different ways you can use this once you learn the basics, and I'm going to show you how you can take a more dynamic approach with the use of this element in your scene. So I hope you enjoy watching. As in the previous tutorial, we're going to work in our main game window, and to start we're going to right click in our game hierarchy and click UI text element. Now the first thing you'll notice is once again we have a canvas game object that is not aligned with our main camera. So to change this, we're going to go into the canvas game object and change the render mode to screen space camera, and then for our camera we'll select the main camera. Once we do this, you'll see our UI text element is down here. It's a little bit hard to see right now just because the text is black, but we're going to change this to name text because I'm simply going to show a player name on the screen with this. So I'll change this to white so you can see. And then I like to just put in a little bit of placeholder text because this is going to be updated at runtime. It really doesn't matter what you put in here at this moment. So once we have that, I'm going to position it where I want it on the screen, and one thing I'm going to do is set the anchor for this to the top right or top left corner of the screen. What this does is this ensures that if our screen size changes at any point, that text object stays exactly as far away as it is now from that top left corner of the screen. So once we do that, we're going to do the same thing we did in our menu tutorial, and we're going to create an empty game object. That's going to be our manager. And then we're going to add a new C# script, and I'm going to simply call this one HUD Manager. So we'll open that script up here, and the very first thing we're going to be wanting to do, because we're going to be using text objects, is we're going to want to be using a new namespace. So what we're going to do is be using Unity Engine.ui. Then once we have that, we're going to set a public variable for our text object, which we can change in the editor. So we're going to switch this to, text object. Now if you don't have the option for a text object, it is most likely due to the fact that you are not using Unity Engine.ui. So once we do that, we're going to simply change this, or name this name text. And for display purposes, I'm going to make another variable here this time. This will be a private variable. Just get that set up. Alright, so we'll create a private variable, and we're just going to make it a string and a text name, or a test name. So we'll make private string test name, and we're going to set this equal to whatever name you want. So very simply now, so we can easily show this on the screen at runtime by getting the text portion of the UI text element. So to do this, what we're going to want to do is type name text dot text, and then we will set this equal to a string of our choice. I'm just going to make a static string so it displays the name. Add a space in there, and then we're going to put in our test name. Now this is where you'd normally put in your player name if it changes between scenes. Now before we get into showing you how it works, I'm going to show you a bit of an issue you may run into. One possible thing, if we go back to our editor here, if we click play right off the bat, you'll notice that it hasn't updated yet. And that's a simple fix. That's most likely just due to the fact that you haven't placed your text element into the public text variable that we put in this class. So you just want to drag your name text into there, and then that will ensure that the text it is changing for name text is the text UI element you've selected. Once we do this, you'll see it comes up as name plus indie, because that is our test name. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick introduction to text elements. Be sure to throw me a like if you enjoyed the video, comment and let me know what you'd like to see in future videos, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.